Hi guys, I want to talk about the list view that I just refactored for Enaml Native. I'm using this program called SCR-CPY that lets you display your phone on your computer and you can interact with it. It's really nice. You can get it off of GitHub. And let me open up an app I made for VinylMark that syncs the products with the Magenta website that they can go and update their inventories. It's just a 2-page app, but you can update inventories. Displays, they have about 200 products in here. And the list view is very smooth. You don't notice any lags here. I'm scrolling all the way down to the bottom. You can see it takes a tiny bit of time for the images to load. The images are being loaded using Glide, which is a really popular Android project. And you see there's no lag or anything when scrolling. You can filter by color. You can sort the list. And we're all doing this in Python and Enaml, so let me talk about the code a little bit. So I have this app broken up into separate screens, and I'm setting the items to display. I'm passing it through a function that'll update based on the decals that they have. A filter string set from this drop-down menu, and an order by string set with this option. So we can, whenever either of these changes, it'll call this query set function and update the items. And then we're passing that list of items to the list views items property, and then we're using a looper. So a list view lets you have a small view into a larger data set. So we're looping only through 20 items. So this is the number of items that Enaml will sort of store in the cache and recycle through and update the item that's supposed to be displayed. So it's important to note that this number must be higher than the number of items displayed on the screen. So I think there's about 7 that it displays here. It's good to add a little bit of buffer, and they're actually using a tablet that can display more, so you have to make sure that this is higher than what will be displayed on every device. And then the child of the looper should be a list item, and Enaml Native and the recycler view will go through, and as you're scrolling, the Android system will request a new item to be displayed for each section, and it will set this item scope variable, and it will also set an index scope variable that you can use to render the child that's displayed in the list. So here sometimes it can be none if you have, say we have 20 items here. If you filter the list so only one result shows up, then the rest would be none. So I'm passing an empty object here just so we don't get any errors. So you just take this item and use it like any other list. Here we're just setting the image view source to the image of our decal object and some other properties that they have. It's about 40 lines of code for this whole list view. Maybe 50 if you include the sorting, which I think is really good. You don't have to deal with any Android adapters and things like that. So it's fairly simple, very smooth. So if you can, try it out, give me some feedback, and thanks for watching.